Picture a starlit Caribbean night. The gentle clatter of waves against the hull of a cruise ship, music echoing faintly from the deck. 23-year-old Amy Lynn Bradley, a recent college graduate, stepped off the lively dance floor. A few hours later, she had vanished. No scream, no body, no goodbye. She boarded the Rhapsody of the Seas with her family on a 7-night cruise filled with laughter and sunshine. It was supposed to be a relaxing escape, but at dawn on April 30th, 1998, everything changed. When Amy failed to return to her cabin, her brother Brad discovered only her shoes, a half-smoked cigarette, and salt-crusted deck boards. No struggle, no note, just disappearance. The ship docked in Curaçao, and over 2,400 passengers disembarked the same morning. But Amy never appeared. The announcement came hours too late. Chaos met fear. As the sun dipped over the horizon, her fate drifted into uncertainty. Every second she stayed missing unraveled more questions. Did she fall? Was she abducted? Or did someone else board the ship under cover of darkness? This isn't just another cold case. It's a marine mystery that still haunts families decades later. Amy Lynn Bradley was 23, energetic, warm, and deeply caring. A sports psychology graduate from Longwood University, she grew up in Virginia, where friends remember her for sunny smiles and contagious laughter. She once won her hometown's pie baking contest with a blueberry masterpiece, earning cheers and deep pride. She also had standout tattoos, a playful Tasmanian devil spinning a basketball on her shoulder, a string of stars around her ankle, and a small gecko on her navel. Her bulldog Daisy, always at her side, was her weekly Saturday walk companion. She had dreams, a job waiting in Washington, D.C., plans for more tattoos, a dolphin on her wrist, hopes to settle into a stable life. Amy came out confidently as gay, seamlessly embraced by her family. Known as Sunshine among her church group and classmates, she was loyal, generous, and ambitious. She volunteered as a lifeguard in the summer and mentored younger students at university. Her social media, for the era, reflected positivity. Travel photos, videos, laughing with friends, candid campus moments. She spread joy in small ways, never giving signs of distress, confusion, or invisible burdens. So when she disappeared that fateful cruise night, the world lost not just a young woman, but someone whose gentle warmth touched many. The trip aboard Rhapsody of the Seas began as planned. Days in Grand Cayman and Cozumel, evenings dancing under deck lights. Amy's brother Brad later admitted she'd stay out longer than him. But by that April 30th dawn, something was wrong. At about 3:35 a.m., Brad entered their cabin alone. Amy walked onto the balcony seconds later. She wanted a cigarette. When Brad returned, she was gone. A timeline emerges. 5:30 a.m., staff record her sleeping on a deck lounge chair. By 6 a.m., she vanished. No ID, no luggage, no personal items, only her shoes and a cigarette left on the salt-worn planks. Security cameras on board offered nothing. Hallways, elevators, gangways showed no footage of her disembarking or moving inside. The balcony displayed no signs of a scuffle or life jacket. The railing intact, no stains, no prints in salt. Cruise logs listed no falls. According to Curaçao procedures, over 2,400 passengers disembarked within hours without a missing person alert. Amy's family tried to delay the gangway opening, but were rebuffed. Time slipped away. By midday, passengers filed off. The cruise staff assumed accidental loss at sea. The Bradley family knew better. The reality? This was the moment their life fractured. Authorities responded swiftly aboard the ship. Canine scent teams were deployed, but scent trails ended abruptly at the rail. Balcony floors had no footprints. A forensic team scanned the area. Salt-encrusted wood, no disturbance. Medical crew reported no emergencies that morning. In police reports, key red flags stood out. No swimwear, no life vest, No evidence of self-harm. Investigators posited abduction or voluntary disappearance, and then evaluated Amy's physical and emotional state, her stable life, close-knit family, joyous character called a voluntary exit into question. Inside the cabin, FBI and cruise staff questioned passengers and crew. Elevator logs showed Amy and band member Alistair "Yellow" Douglas took the elevator together around 5:35 a.m. But Douglas passed a polygraph test. He danced with Amy regularly. Acquaintances recalled their friendly banter but no inappropriate behavior. Investigators also flagged the decision to allow over 2,400 disembarkations before issuing a missing person alert. By that evening, silence replaced urgency. The late announcement, "Amy Bradley, please come to the purser's desk," 3 days too late. Regulations mandated immediate notifications and access to ship-wide surveillance. Instead, protocols failed. In private sessions, cruise officials admitted errors. But by then, the sea had claimed her presence, and the investigation lost precious daylight. Over the next months, chilling accounts emerged. A bartender in Curaçao said a woman matching Amy's tattoos ordered a drink with a curt, sharp voice. An off-duty U.S. Navy vet claimed he spoke with a woman at Silence by the Sea Bar. The woman said her name was Amy Bradley, said she was stuck and needed help. She had a matching dolphin tattoo. These accounts became part of over 140 tips collected by the FBI. But inconsistency plagued them. Some described long hair versus short, some said beach dress, others a jacket. Language mismatched, British accent versus American. Still, the repetition of tattoos, physical build, and location added weight. Psychological profiling weighed the credibility. Consistent behavior patterns indicated forced movement rather than voluntary departure. The presence in bars suggested possible trafficking, but lead investigators found no confirmed images or identity matches. Interviews of crew, restaurant logs, and travel records revealed no exits to South America or small islands. Amy's parents followed each tip, even visiting Curaçao in 2001. They retraced footprints at Silence Bar, courted third-party witnesses, and hired investigators. Yet every tip led to dead ends. The emotional toll was immense. Pieces of the puzzle existed, but no frame could hold them. In the early 2000s, a man claiming to be a Navy Special Forces veteran approached the Bradley family, promising he could rescue Amy from traffickers. The family paid over $210,000, with transactions wired, cash exchanged. But within months, the FBI picked up the trail. Letters were fake, identities false. Frank Jones was convicted of mail fraud. When the truth surfaced, the Bradley family was financially and emotionally devastated. Such scams prey on grief. Experts in criminal psychology note, desperate families become vulnerable to con artists orchestrating false hope. The trauma compounds when trust is broken, overshadowing real leads. Amy's parents mourned not just their daughter, but the betrayal inflicted during their darkest days. Despite setbacks, public sympathy grew. Fundraisers, online tributes, and missing person posters proliferated. The family created awareness events and spoke publicly. In Curaçao, hotel managers reported increased scrutiny when tourists asked about Amy. Yet no breakthrough arrived. Instead, frustration layered reality with heartbreak, scammers feeding on anguish, while genuine investigators struggled to find truth beneath layers of falsehood. In 2025, Netflix released Amy Bradley is Missing, a documentary series summarizing years of speculation and stimulating renewed public interest. Internet forums erupted. On Amy's birthday and anniversary of her disappearance, traffic spiked. Social media flagged posters with the gecko tattoo theory. AI-assisted image analysis surfaced new composite sketches aligning with portraits created decades earlier. Some Reddit users posted screenshots from 1998 CCTV images resembling Amy. One user claimed to match IP login patterns to forum posts. The Bradley family stated publicly they'd received over 200 new tips following the release, some credible, some wild. Law enforcement quietly reopened portions of the investigation, reviewing social media, poster archives, and museum exhibits, noting the Tasmanian devil tattoo. Video forensic analysts re-examined cruise logs and passenger lists. The FBI issued updated age-progressed images showing what Amy might look like today, revealing a mature woman around 50, still missing. Despite renewed hope, no confirmed leads have resulted in identification or rescue. Yet the digital footprint persists. Search history, forum conversations, sketch comparisons, all forming an online record hinting that someone, somewhere, may still remember. Royal Caribbean settled with the Bradley family in 1999 under confidential terms, limits on liability and non-disclosure clauses. No criminal charges developed. The FBI's case file remains open. A missing person case without a body, without crime scene, and without jurisdiction to charge. The Curaçao Harbor police chief said bluntly, "If she came off the ship, we would have a body." Indeed, without physical remains, there's no evidence to pursue murder charges, yet the family holds out hope. Official reward money stands at $25,000, privately increased to over $100,000. Psychologists contend that unresolved disappearance leaves trauma suspended in time. Grief remains frozen. Amy should now be nearing 50. Her brother Brad continues activism, advocacy for missing persons, and working with law enforcement to update protocols on cruise ship alerts. In the age of AI and digital communities, her mystery continues. Threads remain active, sightings remain debated, hope remains persistent. Amy's story isn't over. It lives in every shared post, every skeptic's theory, every anniversary vigil. What do you think happened? Accident, abduction, or disappearance by design? Let us know in the comments. And if you're drawn to mysteries without answers, subscribe to Confessions and Cold Cases. Because even when the seas go quiet, stories remain.